stay low. Car says, I can't stay low. I got to run high. You go high. Car will talk to you if you'll listen.
Jimmy Johnson's is talking to him. The low Chevy coming back to the front and repassing Ryan Newman for second.
But, you know, this is the way he was in happy hour yesterday. I talked to Chad Canals, his crew chief, this morning. They didn't know if it was because of low air pressure or what. They couldn't run that fast lap quick, but they were good on long runs, and this is that race car. He led 500 of 600 miles in the Coca-Cola 600 at Lowe's.
And Robbie Gordon drops a lap to race leader Jeff Gordon after that lap 1 crash with Brendan Gaughan. 13 laps, 26 miles complete in the DHL 400.
It doesn't take a degree in engineering to know that your car needs regular oil and filter changes. That's why we're ready in advance with brand names you trust. Castrol, Valvoline, Pennzoil, all in stock at ready-to-go low prices. So bring it on. We're ready in advance.
For the best parts, people and price, we're ready in advance. Yeah, bring it on.
Hey, Tank.
What exit? Walkie-talkies get it done. Nextel.
I'm more of a Molly Hatchet fan myself. Sorry.
When it comes to fresh, no one does it like Subway. Behold our line of delicious low-fat sandwiches, made fresh with under 6 grams of fat. Pile on fresh veggies, and don't forget the fresh baked bread, because this is Subway, and this is how you eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Fight ravaging rain, scorching sun, and wind with Thompson's Water Seal Advance. Special technology allows it to penetrate deep to seal out 99% of the water right from the start. Thompson's Water Seal Advance, the most powerful water protection guaranteed. Now available at the Home Depot.
So this is the living room. Plasma TV.
The awesome sound system!
Toast.
The hot tub.
The grill. Oh, yeah. Did I mention the driveway?
Check out Visa.com to learn how you and 3 friends could win the ultimate NASCAR experience. Stay in a luxury RV, get a hot lap with Rusty Wallace or Kurt Busch, and possibly win a prize bonus. Visa, proud sponsor of NASCAR. It's everywhere you want to be.
Stop crying. It's okay. Let's see what we can find. No?
AOL 9.0 optimized with top speed technology allows you to web surf up to 5 times faster than with a standard dial-up connection.
Mommy's home. Such a good boy.
Call 1-800-TOP-SPEED to learn more.
The Simple Life 2 is the smash hit of the new season, and that's the naked truth.
This is a nudist facility. You know, you may feel like a referee at a yo-yo match.
See why when Harris and Nicole become one with nature.
This is hot. I love it here.
And all new The Simple Life 2 at its regular time. 9/8 Central, Fox, Wednesday. Viewer discretion advised.
17 laps complete at Michigan. Chevy started in the front 3 spots today, and they own the front 3 spots in the Nextel Cup point standings right now. Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, 1, 2, 3. Last week's bad boys right together on the racetrack. Do they have a magnetic attraction? I mean, Darrell, if you had a long-running feud with, one or two or a couple of drivers in your career, did you find when that was going on, you guys just seemed to have a magnetic attraction on the racetrack?
Yeah, and most of the time you created it. You kind of went looking for that guy just to let him know, hey, I'm still out here, and don't forget about me. And knowing Harvick the way I do, he likes to have fun. He had on Kenseth's T-shirt when he got ready to qualify the other day. So he's going to play with Kenseth a little bit. I think everything's cool with them 2 guys, though.
I think so. And I think that was just a great gesture to show that, hey, I'm not going to take this too seriously, as Mark Martin comes back in the race with a new transmission. And auctioning that shirt off for Victory Junction Gang Camp is another great move on Kevin Harvick's part. Matt Kenseth said for his part, he said, well, we need those T-shirt sales to help pay the fine.
Matt Kenseth in the 17 had to roll out of the throttle because he ran up on Dale Earnhardt Jr. in an 8 car. Kevin Harvick takes advantage. These guys right now are battling for about the 11th position.
Kenseth hasn't given up on it. There's 3 lanes here easily.
Yeah, and you know, Harvick's got a little damage. See that left corner of the car sticking out there behind the rear tire? Looks like he got into some of that maybe mix up over on the back.
And that could probably hurt his straightaway speed like a parachute hanging out there.
Matt Yoakum on our points leader.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes into Michigan leading the points. Mike, like you mentioned, he is moving around the racetrack trying to find a line that his race car likes. Currently, it is sliding the nose tight. Driver 8 at the moment.
If that was my car, the line I'd like would be away from Harvick and Kenseth.
But Darrell, you talked about it. You run where your car feels the best at, whether it's at the top, whether it's at the bottom or in the middle, maybe different at each end.
Yeah, and then that's what the driver's job is. Talk to the crew chief, say, slide the nose, got to fix that.
And another thing that driver will depend on, especially as this field gets spread out, that crew chief giving him lap times where the car's running the quickest.
Here's our Singular Wireless virtual crew chief question. Vote now from your Singular Wireless phone. Send text message FOX to phone number 191 or visit foxsports.com to vote online and stay tuned for the results. That's kind of like which lane do you want to be in at the toll booth? Whichever one's moving fastest.
That's right. Well, you search around right now. You just, uh-oh, is that Newman coming on pit road?
Looks
yes,
like
it is. Ryan Newman here at lap 22.
That doesn't, that's not scheduled.
He was running in the top 5. No, this is about half of a fuel stop right here.
He was sliding back a little bit. See if I can see anything here.
And there's a lot of track, bottom left opening. Level X. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I believe he was running warm. You heard him talk about trash on the grill. It sounds like maybe those grills got blocked and the water temperature was starting to go up.
Dick.
Well, he doesn't have an awful lot of grill open in this race car. The entire top of the grill is completely taped off. They just pulled tape off the bottom of the grill to try to feed more air into the radiator. You know, Dick, DW, Mike, we've been talking about that all year. These guys get so aggressive with the tape on the nose to help the drag on the straightaways and the downforce. You leave no margin of error for trash getting on the front end.
Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon has opened back up a big lead, 2.7 seconds over his teammate Jimmy Johnson. The other Hendrick car, Brian Vickers, has moved back up into 3rd. Dick?
Well, Jeff Gordon, Mike, had a real tough time in race trim in practice. There were 2 practices in race trim, and he was 22nd and 26th respectively. So the crew wasn't entirely sure they had this car right. So far, so good. The only complaint he's had about the car is it's a little bit loose. He's already called for the change he wants. Next time he comes in, which will be the first time he comes in, he wants it to drop the track bar.
Thanks, Dick.
So we talked about Ryan Newman. If you look right here, this is the only opening that he has right there. And if you see right there, you see the trash blocking it. So he only has that right there to cool it. Water temperature was going up. Had to come to pit road under green.
Those holes at the bottom down here, those are the most effective holes as far as getting air into the radiator because that's where the most pressure is. Stop one of those up, you've cut down most of your airflow.
You want to turn 9,800 RPM all day here. That's going to generate a lot of heat.
You better believe it.
Well, these cars now have, Larry, a pressurized cooling system, and they can run hotter than they've ever been able to run before because you don't blow the water out of the radiator like we used to do.
But there's a point where that water temperature gets about 235, 240. It starts to hurt the power. Ryan Newman is now one of those cars. He's 1 lap down back in 40th. He needs this thing to cycle through those green flag stops here in about 20 laps.
Or he needs to stay the first car 1 lap down to get the free pass. That's the next caution comes out now. Jeremy Mayfield running 4th. The first Dodge in the race. Newman on fresh tires. Rockets on by.
Boy, Michael, I just now realized Michael's running up there in 5th place right behind Jeremy. He's looking pretty good today.
Looks like to me, guys, Robbie Gordon, the 31, just couldn't hang on to that thing any longer. He now has taken it to the garage area for repairs. You see him right here pulling in.
Robbie Gordon goes to the garage. Mark Martin returned to the race after losing 18 laps for transmission trouble. Jeff Gordon now, it's kind of stabilized, Matt. 2.5 seconds is his lead over his teammate Jimmy Johnson.
And he's got about a 3-second lead over his other teammate Brian Vickers, who's back in 3rd. Earlier in the race, Jimmy told crew chief Chad Knaus the car was tight from the center off, but it was getting better, especially on throttle. Now he says it's leveled off, and now it's starting to go back to the tight side. This team comes into Michigan with a lot of momentum. 2 wins, 2 second-place finishes in the last 5 races, but they really feel like, although they're on a big wave of momentum, they've hit their stride. They want to continue that, especially going into the road course next week, and then Daytona the week after, a couple unknowns.
Yeah, pretty common characteristics of Michigan. We're getting through this cycle of a fuel run. You start burning that fuel off, gaining front percentage, it's going to start pushing more and more.
This racetrack ever stay the same for 2 laps in a row?
Depends on where you're running.
Enjoy your new Durango.
Look, it's got a DVD. And see how smooth the ride is for you and Fluffy?
Liz, what are you doing to him?
I'm just showing little Joey the new Durango.
Son, there's only one thing you need to know. Hemi. Can you say Hemi?
Hemi.
That's my boy.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. Now get a $1,000 June bonus for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 for qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial.
I've been a hog farmer all my life, but I ain't never seen anything like these Fram air hogs. Yeah! Crazy critters, scaring the chickens. And the missus, too, to be honest. Mind you, folks can't wait to get their hands on them.
The Fram Air Hog High Performance Air Filter, designed to allow more airflow for increased acceleration and horsepower. They breathe in, you peel out. Fram Air Hog, hog the road.
These people are getting answers to the most important questions they'll ever ask. Questions about their health. They're finding those answers in a single place. WebMD. 16 million people come to WebMD every month. They find vital information that used to be scattered in 100 locations, now all in one place. The place America comes for healthcare answers. A place called WebMD.
Bass Pro Shops. It's more than a store. It's the place where outdoor adventures begin. It's seeing the sunrise from the middle of the lake. It's the pull of the line. It's camping far away from it all. It's seeing the smile in your children's eyes. It's the best place to get everything you need for the outdoors at the lowest price guaranteed. And for a limited time, you can save 20% on all skis, wakeboards, and towables. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Cool.
What's the coolest way for people on the move to pay for gas and convenience items? Speed Pass.
Cool. Really cool.
How do we know? We're drivers too. Link Speed Pass to a credit or check card you already use, and you can make one of the cool moves Ryan Newman does.
Thanks to you, North Shore is this season's #1 new drama.
If you really love someone, there is nothing in the world that should keep you from trying to get her.
And tomorrow, Working in Paradise gets even hotter.
What's up?
When the OC's Amanda Rigetti joins the cast.
You're gonna turn this place upside down.
The hit series North Shore, all noon at 8, 7 Central tomorrow on Fox.
Welcome back to DHL 400. Jeff Gordon from the pole has led. We've had one caution so far. Jimmy Johnson, Hendrick teammate, right behind him, Brian Vickers, also there. And let's go back upstairs and join Mike Larinier.
Thanks, Chris. Jeff Gordon's lead has shrunk to 2 seconds over Jimmy Johnson. That's half a second left than when we went to break. Johnson maintains 3.3 seconds over Brian Vickers as caution comes out. Lap 34 is the second caution of the day.
And Mike, I don't think that's good news for Ryan Newman. You talked about him working to become the first car a lap down. There you see the debris right there. The problem is Jeff Gordon starting to lap cars. He just had lapped Kevin LePage, so it appears possibly the 51 car may be the free pass car.
And you see the caution car down on the apron and how Jeff Gordon has slowed down waiting on the caution car. That's what didn't happen last Sunday. Jimmy Johnson went by the pace car, and the pace car started after him and then stopped, which normally they chase him down. Like you see there, he's in the middle of the back straightaway when he catches up.
Let's see where that came from. Right in the middle of your screen.
Looks Looks like it laying back there on the. Is that
there
it?
it goes.
Oh, there.